everybody, this is Threshold Training's workout day for Thursday, November 12th. We are starting out today's workout with some lower body posterior chain strengthening. We're going to do this through the deadlift. So we are going to linearly progress through load this week based off of last week. So today you'll see some heavier loads with some less reps compared to last week. We're going to do 2 sets of 6 deadlifts at 90% of our 8 rep max that we found a couple weeks ago. Then we'll do 2 sets of 6 deadlifts at 95% of our 8 rep max. So the second set will be certainly heavier, but hopefully still doable for all 6 reps. So when we're doing multiple deadlifts, we need to make sure that we are not losing tension at the bottom of the repetition. So make sure that you're slowing it down enough so that you're getting in a proper hinge position. Then as you lower the bar, hips are lowering the bar towards the floor versus the hands reaching towards the floor and therefore sacrificing the shape of our spine. As we come back up and set up, we should see that we have vertical shins. Our hips are higher than our knees, and then our shoulders are pulled back towards our pockets to engage tension. Sometimes our tendency is to squeeze our shoulders. While that is a good thought, the problem sometimes with that is when the weight does get really heavy, you are unable to keep that shoulder squeezed, but we can still keep the shoulders down and back, okay? Just not so much the back as it is down, okay? So it's okay if your shoulders come apart, but we still need to have tension as if you were trying to break the bar. It's one way you can kind of think about putting some torque through the shoulder, okay? Versus the pull back as hard as you can. The other main thing we want to think about as we're rising from that deadlift, we're pushing our feet through the ground to stand and getting our hips underneath our shoulders versus trying to lift our chest over our hips. We're going to take a 2-minute rest between all sets for today. In part B, we've kind of a chipper workout that is a little bit of has a sandwich format. So we have a row up front, a small kind of task priority piece of work in the middle, and then a row at the end. So the rows are the bread, the meat and potatoes are the wall balls and the hang power cleans. This is how it'll work. 500-meter row for time. You're looking for a tough effort, 90-95% effort, 90 seconds of rest. Then you'll go right into the following for time: 30 wall balls, 30 hang power cleans, 30 wall balls. We'll take a 90-second rest, and then we'll go into another 500-meter row. Your goal is to try to match the time you got in the first row. Okay, it's going to be challenging, but see if you can match it or at least come within 5 seconds. For the wall balls, we're looking for you to be arms length away from the wall, hands on the southern half of the ball. I'm going to squat down with that ball, keeping my chest tall, weights in the heels, and then I'm going to launch that ball up to the target. We will look for you to get below parallel, so hip crease is below the parallel line of your knee, and then we'll look to see if you hit the ball to that 9 or 10 foot target. Wall balls should be at a load that we can do multiple reps of. I'd say 10 to 20 at a time. For the hang power clean will start at our waist because we've deadlifted the bar up. We're then going to come over that bar. Feet are going to be hip width apart, shoulders engaged. Okay, you're going to come over the bar so far that you might even be beyond that bar. This allows you to load the legs. From here, you're going to bring them